Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, my name is Brandon and I sell men's clothing on eBay. This is day 96 of the What Sold series where I show you my daily eBay sales. And at the end of the video, I'll show my net profit for the day. Let's not waste any time, let's jump right into those sales. The first sale of the day was this Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's XL. This is the classic Rain Spooner print with the Lahaini bird, the flag, the hibiscus flower, and this one sold in 24 days for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. These classic ones do sell actually really well. They're just steady sellers, usually in the $25 to $35 range. They're usually reverse print, which people are looking for. This one did have a little bit more color than a normal one. A normal one that would be blue like this would just be blue and white. So this one also had the red added into it, which added a little bit of value. And it was missing one of the button downs for the collar. That's what took away some of the value. If not, it probably would have sold for 30 to 35 bucks. Sale number 2 was this David Donahue dress shirt in a men's large. This sold in 80 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. These usually sell pretty easily in the usually $20 to $25 range. 15 is definitely on the very low end for this one. This one did have like regular letter sizing, so it was actually tagged a large. Usually most of the David Donahue dress shirts have numerical sizing like 16.5, 17, based on the neck size. So that was a little bit different for this one. I think that might have took away some of the value. Sale number 3 was this Nike USC Trojans jacket in a men's 2XL. It sold in 1 day for full price $35 plus shipping. I think I picked this up for $17.99, and I was a little bit worried that I paid up a little bit too much for it, but it was just such high quality that I thought it was worth it. But sometimes when you're listing on eBay, it is hard to let the buyer know how good the quality is based on just some photos and a listing, because you really need to feel some of these items, especially an item like a Nike item where there's a huge range in quality. It is hard to communicate that to the buyer sometimes, but this one sold, like I said, in 1 day for 35 bucks plus shipping, so I'm really happy I picked it up. Sale number 4 was this Marilyn Manson sweatshirt in a men's 2XL. This sold in 40 days for a best offer of $35 plus shipping. I think this was the last one of these. These were the best thing that I got from that Banty buyout. All of these sold within 40 days, and they all sold for like 35 to 45 bucks. So I'm happy with that part. The rest of the Banty buyout, not doing so well. I might hit you guys with an update soon. I know someone in the comments asked about it, so I'll tally up where we're at and get back to you guys with that in not too long. So number 5 was this Lamborghini, the luxury car, and a polo shirt, a men's XL. It sold in 5 days for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. This was in excellent condition, and it was nice quality. And it did have the logo on the front of it, and I'm pretty sure that it was officially licensed by Lamborghini. These luxury car brands that put out any type of apparel usually sells pretty well. Sale number 6, an Armani Collezione sweater in a men's large. This sold in 3 months for a best offer of $29 plus shipping. I'm going to show you guys this tag because this is always a good seller in almost everything. There's the tag, Armani Collezione. Almost anything that has that exact branding on it by Armani sells super well and pretty quickly. So number 7 was this vintage Reebok San Diego Chargers shirt in a men's XL. It sold in 6 days for a best offer of $11 plus shipping. I'm assuming I only picked this up for a few bucks. I don't pick up a lot of t-shirts anymore, but when I was a kid, I was a big Chargers fan, so I just thought it was kind of cool. I ended up picking it up. I thought I could make a few bucks on it, and I did. And t-shirts are super easy to list, so I don't mind if they sell for a little bit less profit. Sale number 8 was this Ruka lightweight sweatshirt. It was like a waffle knit in a men's medium. It took 7 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $11 plus shipping. Ruka's a decent brand if you can pick it up really cheap, because it will sell pretty decently if you can price it down. But if you are trying to get a decent amount of money for any of the items, it's probably not going to happen. So number 9 was this Lululemon City Sweat sweatshirt. Say that a couple times. In a men's small. It sold in 3 days for a best offer of $35 plus shipping, and that was with a few small flaws on it. So number 10 was this vintage RJC Hawaiian shirt in a men's large. It did have airplanes all over it. It sold in 18 days for a best offer of $18 plus shipping. RJC is not the best Hawaiian shirt brand. It is more lower to mid-tier, but I'm actually really surprised that it sold so quickly and for a decent amount of money. So maybe the ones that have the planes on it do a little bit better than just the regular floral ones. The next 6 items all went to the same buyer. I think these are my last 6 of these Plainsman Western shirts. I probably had like 20 to 25 of them. And like I said, the same buyer bought all of them. We agreed on a deal for $24 plus shipping. So I'll go ahead and just fly through these. Like I said, there's 6 of them total here. And they all went to the same buyer, so I did combined shipping. All I did was charge them $5.99 shipping for the first one and $2 for each additional. I think it was only like $10 to ship all of them, so I still probably made a couple bucks on the shipping as well. Sale number 17 was this Los Angeles Angels Hawaiian shirt. This isn't a Rain Spooner. It's like not branded. This probably was a give out at the stadium or something like that. It took over a year to sell, and it sold for the full sale price of $7.48 plus shipping. Any of my items I think that are over a year old are 50% off. So I'm just happy to move those items and get them out of the store. They were most likely bad buys, or I priced them outrageously. So number 18, a Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's XL. This isn't a great print with like this fishing print, and this shirt is like a super thin Rain Spooner one. It's I want to say it's one of the Egyptian cotton ones, and the thin cotton Rain Spooners don't do that well. Usually the best material is the cotton polyester blend ones. They're thicker and they're more stiff, but this one took over a year to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $12 plus shipping. So number 19 in the final sale of the day was this Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt in a men's large. It was linen, it had flat pockets, and it had like this paisley floral print on it. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't sell very well, but it took 4 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $14 plus shipping. I would expect a more unique Tommy Bahama like this to sell for more, but I usually don't pick up most of them that are only in size large, and I'm sure that's what killed the value. I usually pick up Tommy Bahamas if they're XL or bigger. But that's it for the sales. Let's jump into those numbers. On December 5th, we sold 19 items for a total gross sales of $559.35, giving us an average sale price of $29.44. A little bit low on the average sale price. We need about another $5 or so on there to be where we want to be. And 19 items, just one short of 20, so that's not too bad. As you guys know, the selling costs and net sales are always inaccurate by eBay. I think someone asked me before what makes them inaccurate. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming that eBay just is pulling the selling costs from the actual day that I have. So like December 5th, it's just pulling all the costs from that day. So if we ship an item that sold on the 5th on the 6th, then I think it's probably using its shipping label on the 6th and not the 5th. So I'm using the actual selling costs, and I keep track of those, so that's how I'm able to give you guys these numbers. So the selling costs for today were $162.53. The breakdown for that is $66.36 in eBay final value fees, $83.79 in shipping labels, and $12.38 in promoted listing fees. 6 of the 19 sales came via promoted listings, which is a lot lower than normal. I want to say I'm close to about 50% promoted listing sales. I will go ahead and tally them up for last month and give you guys an exact number soon. I'm actually going to do a full month review, so I'll have a lot more data at the end of that because I'll be giving you guys as much data as I can. Anyways, back to the promoted listings. I promote all my items at 5%, except the items from the Band Tee buyout. I'm promoting those at 10% because I'm trying to sell them through quicker because they're not the best or fastest selling items. So the sweatshirt that sold did have a 10% promoted listing fee on it. So that contributed to about $4.40 of those fees. Now, if we take away the selling costs and the taxes and fees collected by eBay away from the gross sales amount, that's going to give us our net sales for the day of $364.21. We still need to take away our cost of goods. We're currently using an average cost of goods of $12.35. So for 19 items, it gives us a total cost of goods for the day of $234.65. Now, if we take that away from our net sales, that's going to give us our net profit for the day of $130.56. That is a low for only selling 19 items a day. I'm trying to profit about $10 per item. But my average sale price was too low to make my full $10 per item. And as I'm clearing out older items, there are items in my store that are still 4 years or over. There's still lots of items that are over a year old. So as I'm selling and getting kind of just like clearing out those older items that are selling for, some of them selling for $4, $3, $5, those are all going to bring these numbers down because I most likely didn't pay $12.35 for those items. So hopefully by the end of this, a few more months or however long it takes to completely clear out most of the bad items, then my profit per item should start to rise because I am filling my store with a lot more good items and a lot better profit items compared to how much I'm paying for them. So that's it for that. Like I said, month review for November coming soon. So stay tuned. That'll have a more in-depth look at some of the other numbers and the month as a whole. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 97 of the What Sold series. Peace.